Hello, my name is Nicholas Locke. I am a junior from Galeton, Pennsylvania. My passage comes from the Charles Dickens book, The Old Curiosity Shop, chapter 71. In this passage, the grandfather believes that everyone is attempting to take Nell from him. He goes to her side while everyone else finds out that young Nell is already dead. I have chosen this passage because, as it states in the foreword of my copy of the book, this was the most anticipated part of the book. People were lining on the docks for news of Nell's death. As such, I am reading a passage pertaining to this. By little and little, the old man had drawn back towards the inner chamber while these words were spoken. He pointed there as he replied, with trembling lips, "You plot among you to wane my heart from her. You never will do that, not while I have life. I have no relative or friend but her. I never had, I never will have. She is all in all to me. It is too late to part us now." Waving them off with his hand, and calling softly to her as he went, he stole into the room. They who were left behind drew close together, and after a few whispered words, not unbroken by emotion or easily uttered, followed him. They moved so gently that their footsteps made no noise, but there were sobs from among the group, and sounds of grief and mourning. For she was dead. There, upon her little bed, she lay at rest. The solemn stillness was no marvel now. She was dead, no sleep, so beautiful and calm, so free from trace of pain, so fair to look upon. She seemed a creature fresh from the hand of God, and waiting for the breath of life, not one who had lived and suffered death. Her couch was dressed with here and there some winter berries and green leaves, gathered in a spot she had been used to favor. "When I die, put near me something that has loved the light, and had the sky above it always." Those were her words. She was dead. Dear, gentle, patient, noble Nell was dead. Her little bird, a poor, slight thing the pressure of a finger would have crushed, was stirring nimbly in its cage, and the strong heart of its child mistress was mute and motionless forever. Where were all the traces of her early cares, her sufferings and fatigues? All gone. Sorrow was dead, indeed, in her, but peace and perfect happiness were born, imaged in her tranquil beauty and profound repose. And still her former self lay there, unaltered in this change. Yes, the old fireside had smiled upon that same sweet face. It had passed like a dream through haunts of misery and care, at the door of the poor schoolmaster on the summer evening, before the furnace fire upon the cold wet night, at the still bedside of the dying boy, there had been the same mild, lovely look. So shall we know the angels in their majesty after death. The old man held one languid arm in his, and had the small arm tight folded to his breast for warmth. It was the hand she had stretched out to him with her last smile, the hand that had led him on through all their wanderings. Ever and anon he pressed it to his lips, then hugged it to his breast again, murmuring that it was warmer now. And as he said it, he looked, in agony, to those who stood around, as if imploring them to help her. She was dead, and past all help or need of it. The ancient rooms she had seemed to fill with life, even while her own was waning fast. The garden she had tended, the eyes she had gladdened, the noiseless haunts of many a thoughtful hour, the paths she had trodden as if it were but yesterday, could know her no more. Thank you for your consideration.